This is Sherry from Twisted Granny Tarot. Yes, I am the Twisted Granny. And right now we are busy occupying ourselves with the Aries sign for the month of August. And I have right here my faithful year and a day calendar for a bunch of information about ancient spiritual practices have been researched and listed in this for us. So let's just say in this case, on August 27th, it's called the Feast. There is an event. It's called the Feast of Consus, Consus, Roman god of the grain store, the storage of grain. So wheat, rice, I don't know, whatever they grew in Rome, grapes, instead of grain. Beasts of burden were embellished with wreaths and given a day of rest, as they so deserved. And the festival of Krishna and also of Devaki. Now, I know who Krishna is, sort of, but I'm not sure who Devaki is, but let's just say it's one of the many Hindu gods that they revere. And it's a very interesting pantheon. Okay, now, this is also the YouTube channel that does tarot readings and uses an astrology house pattern as a guide. So the map is already drawn for us. We're going to talk about every particular aspect of your life because they're all labeled here in this pie. That's what it looks like. It looks like a circle with a big pie, 12 slices in it. One of the slices is named finances. So you're going to be curious about what card I put down there, right? Then the next one, four, the fourth house, that's about your home. So you're going to be looking at what's going on in there if there is anything. Fifth house is romance and creativity. Seventh house, work partnerships and marriage partnerships. So all those are important aspects of your life. So it's okay with you? I will go ahead and dig in and start now. Okay? Alrighty, thanks. So, first house in the runes deck, which I adore, the Scandinavian pantheon. I do. They're just so heart pounding. Okay? All right. So we got the first house is what you think about most of the time. What's going on in your head right now or in daily? Wow, what do we have? Oh, we have joy. We got the Three of Horns. This is all about plenty. Oh, so right in this second, Mr. and Miss Aries, you are happy. Looks like you got money, you got food. So there's something happened in the last little while that's made you very happy. Okay, second house is your own money. Oh, Lordy God. We got the King of Pentacles here. This is a heavy hitter. Now, but he's a face card, so I'm going to put up what's called a modifier around it. Oh my God. The modifier is the High Priestess. So if you don't know it right now, some of y'all are incredibly psychic because she says so. And you know where she's going to work psychically in your life this month? In your second house of money. Right here it says, finances, possessions, and values. So kind of folks, you want the King of Pentacles in your second house because he's all about the money. And you also want that special talent that allows you to predict events and to prepare for events, situations. It's what some people call it a sneak and suspicion. So it's also that particular feeling, your impressions or psychic impressions about what's going on with your money, they happen inside your head, and you probably shouldn't tell anybody about them because you don't want to reveal your secrets. But anyway, that's a great place for the King of Pentacles to be and the High Priestess to be because she's going to help you make more money. She's going to warn you about boo-boos too. It's incredibly effective. Okay, third house is, well, it says mind. It says siblings, neighbors, and also communication, short distance travel, emails, text messages, phone calls, those kinds of things. Oh my God. And don't we have here is the Page of Swords. Now, swords are all about intellectual activity, messages, emails, thought patterns, that kind of thing. And it's a page, so she's a messenger. Wow. Oh, Lordy God. All right. So what this is, this messenger, this is the card that came up. And because it's a face card, it needs a modifier. This is the modifier that was in this deck that I picked up next. this is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is actually a picture of the god Odin, who was kind of made some mistakes. He was not necessarily popular all the time because he made boo-boos. And so he knew that he needed to look at the world through a different lens or through a different angle. So he plucked out his own eye and he hung himself upside down in a tree for 9 days. That's the legend, because he wanted to see if he could look at the world in a different way and make fewer mistakes. Well, the upshot of that is he proved to himself that he could. And why is this here? So I'm going to tell you that there might be times in your business in the next month where you need to remain tight-lipped. Okay? Remain tight-lipped. Because not everybody, there might be just some people around you who'll have these harebrained ideas and you'll roll your eyes, but you can't say that to them. Okay, so she's got a message. Message is, don't be too hasty to judge. Keep your mouth closed and follow the activities, because she's not going to let you speak. She's going to warn you not to anyways. So anyway, good for you. This is all about communication. So on the one hand, there's going to be lots of times when you just remain silent, which is what you're supposed to do. Okay, 4th house is your home. Oh my God. Okay, kids, come on now, tell me. This is the Lovers in your 4th house. You know, the books say, or the psychologists say, and marriage counselors say, choosing the right mate might be the most important decision a person makes, because it will flavor every aspect of your life. So if you get a cranky, a cantankerous mate, that's the kind of life you'll live. But if you get a good-natured mate and you have a good time together, which these lovers are having a good time together. Look at that. Oh, look at her. She's got a wand in her hand over his head, and she's telling him what to do. Not necessarily physically, but look at what pose he's in. I'm open to your suggestions. And she's going, probably going to get what's best for both of them. Okay? 5th house is romance and creativity. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. And we have kind of this is 5th house. Let me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is romance and creativity. What we got here, this is not a pretty card. So there might be a bumpy road. Wow. This is your home. This is romance and creativity. So, and children. So you know what? This guy's in a bad way. So what I'm going to say is there's some aspect of your life where you think your imagination is just dried up. You can't think of another project to start. Got no enthusiasm for any of it. You can't find a little that's going to get you jump started. Okay, you got no ripcord, pull, start yourself up. So there's something about creativity and children. Maybe one of them is in big trouble. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6th house is work and health. Work and health is oh, he's having a victory parade here, this guy. So he's winning the battle. So if there is a battle at work, and because it covers the 6th house, then you're winning it. Because, well, for one thing, you've got the high priestess in your 2nd house. You've got this fellow who wants to be a better leader. And then you've got this one, she's giving the men hints on what he should be doing. And so this is a clever person who has won his battle and he's feeling very excited about it. So work and health. So he's having a reasonable, good year at work. At this moment in time, things are going smooth. How could it go smooth? But little crackles, little humps we have to get over. That just aren't necessarily any better or worse than regular humps. They're just there. and also about health. So when it comes to work, these are the mundane housekeeping sort of jobs you do at work. And when it comes to your health, it means what what do you eat? How much do you exercise? Do you feel crummy? Is it time for actually, it seems like you're feeling pretty good and you're in pretty good health. However, if you have time, then it wouldn't hurt to make sure of that. If you had a health scare at one point in time, wouldn't hurt to reinvestigate. All right. Seventh house is marriage part. Oh my goodness! Now here we go. Seventh house is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. And what do we got here? We got two warships full of raging warriors. But they're heading for success and they're giving themselves a pep talk. So I believe that whatever's happening in your married life under your own roof, there are exciting things you all are talking about in there. How you can improve this, how you can improve, and you know what happens when people start making improvements about A, B, C, and D? Their relationship improves because it's kind of like, oh, now they've decided to take on this topic together, and they're going to arrange a way to cooperate and get their goals finished. Because first you have to think of what the goals are. Then you have to write them down. Then you two have to decide, well, can't we do that one? We can't do that one. Find out what's left on the list that you can get accomplished with regard to partnerships in your partnership of your husband and your wife and the wife. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is money from other people. Ooh, 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 ooh. She looks good. All right, she's completed the battle and she's won. She's got 9. Well, this would be rods or wands in front of her, and she's quite well satisfied with her warrior self. Money from other people. You know what? This picture makes her look like she's very well set and might even be royalty because look at the furs, look at the shields. So she's in the Viking Hall where she has some clout. Let's put it that way. And so there might be some unexpected money, but it's going to be more like you accept it because you earned it. You earned it. And so, which means that there probably won't be a income tax check. Well, that's not true. An insurance check or an inheritance check this year. It probably won't be, but it doesn't. But because she's so satisfied looking, it's not going to hurt you. So you just have enough money to get along and then a little extra. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ninth house is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. Oh, Lord, Lord. Oh, my goodness. And the King of Swords, what's he all about? He's all about travel, philosophy, spirituality, and those kinds of things. And that. So, look, so he's ready to take on the world. Now, what's happening here to help him take on the world? This card is identified as the Hermit. The Hermit wears a robe and he looks like Gandalf in the Harry Potter movies or Lord of the Rings movies. I don't remember where he comes from. And this Hermit in other decks carries a lantern and he holds it out in front of him so he can guide the seeker, which would be us, in which way to go. Turn here and this is going to happen. Turn there and you find out what that's going to. You go that way and something else happens. So if you, ninth house. So actually, you know what? If you want to take a trip, it's time to make your list now because this guy's going to show you which trips that you will be benefited by more so than others. There are going to be places you want to go that are higher on your list than others. And guess what? He's going to point them out to you because watch. So when you're looking for a trip, some things are just going to come to the top because they appeal to you. And it has to do with travel. Long distance travel, higher education, philosophy, and religion or spirituality. How about that? Okay, so that's 9. This is 10. 10th house is your career. Oh, lordy, lordy. Wow. These guys are getting a pep talk to go into war. Oh, so if you're, are you want to be a leader of some kind of work? Or does the boss depend upon you to keep the morale high so that people can, the employees can put their best foot forward and remain profitable, and the company can remain profitable and ambitious and in good order and in harmony with the employees if you all like the same thing. Okay, so that's cool. All right, 11th house is long-term plans and uh, friends from previous employees. Long-term plans, all we got here is a sword. You know what? I don't think you have any long-term plans. Right this second, a long-term plan is not up there on your top 10 list. And it might just be because you've done well enough and you've swum through all the tackles or the requirements that the bosses have and your workplace has, and you still have weapons left to use. But something is wrong with your long-term plans. I think it's because you don't have one. That's because we only got one short sword here. So while you're thinking about this travel, you probably need to make another list that says future travel, future business ideas, and keep those two lists separate because they'll help you make long-term plans. Because people need to know why they're working and who they're working for. Why are they doing it? Okay, 12th house is what you think about when you go to sleep at night. Oh, hang on. I got to look at this one. It's a 9 of Wands, I think it is. It says here, an elder Viking stands in front of a wooden representation of Skuld's Net. I'm not sure I know what Skuld's Net is, but that's what it is right there. Skuld's Net. I never heard Ragnar say that on Vikings. Okay. Wait a minute. The icon appears deep in the woods where the trees' canopies grow high and very little light comes in. The trees have moss and mold all over. Upright, reverence. Okay, so when you go to sleep at night, you're happy to be alive, and lots of times you are content with how your day went and how you handled your problems and situations there. Okay? Recognition of hard work. You don't give up. You can release some burdens because sometimes you have to release them, and it's what the situation calls for. Otherwise, you won't be able to survive it. And it might just be you might just have to let little things, like hair away, shavings, like wood shavings, tear that off, tear that off, tear that off. Okay, so it's an excellent card for being able to look at yourself in the face in the morning and to know you did a good job. Okay? Now, this card right here goes right in the middle. And and this is a good card. Oh, it's a 2 of, let me see what that is. Shields, I think that's what it is. 2 people sit next to a fire. They are both dressed in light armor. A beast roasts over the pit, so looks like they're eating a rabbit. The sun hangs low. These people either have to hurry back to the clan or spend an evening under the stars. What is this for? Taking a break. Oh, well, so this is letting you know that you're chugging along right according to schedule right this minute. No fires to put out. You're chugging along, playing your role, getting paid, doing good. Okay? So, wait a minute. Equilibrium, juggling more than you can. So those are excellent cards. So what we can say here is that you're incredibly psychic and you're very effective at it. You're having a good summer. You're happy people. 3rd house is you're going to, when issues appear at work, we're asking you to just remain silent. Watch the activity and don't say too much. Okay? bosses don't want to know what we think anyway. Okay, fourth house is your home, and look at the Lovers. So in your home right now, you either have an excellent or you're going to have it soon. You have an excellent partner. That's what this looks like. Fifth house, but this is romance and creativity. So there are some issues. Maybe somebody's trying to get pregnant and they're not having any success. Or maybe you're just having a dry spell. If you've got a very creative work job, sometimes you just run out of ideas. So theoretically, it could be that, but I'm more inclined to think that it is a higher degree of stress, which could mean a serious problem with children or getting pregnant and the kids being kept happy and out of jail. Okay, so then we got it. Well, over this card, there's a triumph. This is a triumph. This is a triumph. This is somebody who's going to help you spend your money when you go out on trips, because there's the Hermit going to show you the way. And this is your career. So, wow, are you a leader? Or you want to be a leader? Or you're not a designated leader, but you sure know how to act like one because you give a good performance and you have their best interests at heart. This has to do with no long-term plan. What? And this is somebody who's, no, I have to do that again. Anyway, everything's going to turn out all right. All right, so thank you kindly, Mr. and Miss Aries. I love talking with you today. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll be happy to talk to you again next month. Love you. Mean it. Bye. This is Twisted Granny Tarot. Sherry. Thanks. Bye.